I were talking about, are you a member of Foreigner right now? And
Yes, I am still. Yes. Basically, what we did was, although we broke up in '92 when Lou did his solo album and stuff, we kind of stayed in touch with each other, even though I went off and joined Bad Company for the next 10 years. I like to work basically, and I didn't want to be sitting around twiddling my thumbs. So I joined Bad Company because I knew the guys. I knew Mick Rouse and Simon Kirke pretty well. And it was great. I mean, because, I love their music. Why wouldn't you? I mean, come on. It's a great band. So I just kept in touch, and we crossed paths, obviously, in the years that went by. And then we got round to sort of 2016, 17, and we were starting to talk about the 40th anniversary of the bands being Foreigner. And quite honestly, I mean, we still think today, we have to pinch ourselves to think that we're still relevant 50 years nearly after it was started by Mick Jones. And it is hard to believe, but I go to shows from time to time, and I will be doing more this year. I do promise our fans that, and so will Al Greenwood, and I hope Dennis Elliott. Mick, unfortunately, because of his Parkinson's and illness factor, and Lou's had some issues as well, as you probably know, it's a little more difficult for them. But we're hoping that we get inducted. We're looking good vote-wise at the moment, so we're asking everyone we speak to on the radio or newsprint, whatever, to please vote for us every day, because it really counts. I mean, I just can't believe that Dave Matthews just shot by us by about 30,000 votes.
I was about to
How
say
did that happen?
that. Wow. Yeah, that's called that. Yeah, they're the touring, but they're always on the road. They're always they've got an insane fan base.
Listen,
The
it's all fair play. It's all fair play.
And it only counts for one vote. It's just, the fan vote is important, but
I know
it doesn't mean a thing. If Dave Matthews could finish in first, and that won't mean like he's guaranteed a spot.
Well, I mean, we overtook Ozzy Osbourne yesterday by a few votes, 1,000 or 2 or 3, and that was we just thought that wasn't possible. And now we're in second place, and Ozzy's in third. Peter Frampton's in fourth. Now, Peter and I obviously, as you probably know, worked together back in the early '70s, and I did about 3.5, 4 years with him. And I learned the ropes of America in those days. Boy, did we learn the ropes, because when he left Humble Pie, we had to start from the bottom and work it up, from there. And it was tough. It really was. But it gives you good groundwork for what you learn about doing shows and how competitive it is in America to be a top band. I sure learned that, and I was very glad of it, because when I got the opportunities that came later in life, especially the one with Foreigner, because I've known Mick Jones since '76. I met him in Paris when I was there with David Gilmour. I'm so pleased that we've been finally realized, that people have realized that it was time to bring us into the Hall of Fame. And I hope we do get the votes that we need, and we get the votes from the other people. I mean, we've had some help, I will admit, from Mark Ronson, who is Mick's stepson. He's done a lot of very nice things for us with the videos, with Dave Grohl, Slash, and people. And then there was, of course, you've probably seen the Paul McCartney one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've never seen Paul curse on anything ever. Yeah, he did. I mean, it was hilarious, for him to say what he said. I mean, I've known Paul quite a while. Well, he's a good friend of Mick's. And, he's a very, very genuinely nice guy, Paul, too. I mean, look, I admire him so much. How can you not? He's a Beatle, for goodness sake. Whenever I've been in his presence, I still have to pinch myself and say, it's Paul McCartney. Oh my God, he's a Beatle. It's weird. But that's the fact of life. The Beatles came along and they just blew us all away. And it continues to do so. They're so talented. Paul, he's in his 80s now, and he's still doing 3-hour shows. It's incredible. I mean, the energy that guy has got. I admire him so much. I love his bass playing. I love everything about him.